What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more NBA draft basketball pertaining to my team, whether it's your team. Let's just jump into it. To everyone out there, y'all know I'm a Celtics fan, and I'm trying to replace these bums on the bench, including Brad Wanamaker, and I think I found Brad Wanamaker's replacement. Grant Riller. Oh my, Grant Riller is a player that is 24, he'll be 24 years old in February. So he'll be turning 24 a little bit after the season starts. He's a player that doesn't really have a high ceiling, so he's going to go low in this draft. And man, this is what the Celtics need. They need immediate bench production, and they don't have a lot of cap space. So you know what you do when you don't have cap space? You have to look towards the draft. The Celtics have 3 picks, 14, 26, and 30. At 30, I think they could get Grant Riller here. He's a player that is a crossover machine. His tape looks like a goddamn Gangsta Grill highlight mix. I mean, he is just taking people's ankles. Oh my, his snatchback is insane. He can go right, he can go left. His game is pretty much established. This is probably as good as he'll probably get, and that's fine. Because I see him as a perennial 6-man. I see him as a player that's going to give you a spark plug off the bench. I see him as a player that's going to come in and be immediate impact. And that's what the Celtics need. We need more immediate impact players on this team, off the bench especially. We can't keep doing the Romeo Langfords, the Carson Edwards, you know, the guys that we're just trying to develop that take long times. We are a championship ready team. We are a playoff made team. We're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to be a top 5. We're going to be a top 5 seed every single year. Therefore, we need players that are ready to play right now. And I think Grant really can do that. I really do. What do I like most about his game is, you know, he knows who he is. He knows what he can do, and that's fine. That is fine. I know a player that knows his role. He is a scoring guard. No more, no less. One of the things I would want Grant Riller to do better of is playing a little bit off ball. He's a ball-dominant player, and he's going to be that in the league. And that's fine for a 6-man. You don't really care with those guys. But when you're trying to integrate that player with your starters, and he'll be playing with players like Kemba Walker sometimes and Jason Tatum, those are ball-dominant players. He's going to have to learn how to play off ball a little bit better than he does now. But he showed flashes of being a spot-up shooter. That's fine. You know, his three-point shot is good. You know, he's a decent size for a guard. I don't think that he's miniature in a sense where he's a liability on defense. His defense does need work. That's one thing about Grant Riller. He does not show defensive effort, but he does show flashes of being capable. As long as you show me capability of being able to play defense, I can work with that. Grant Riller just doesn't show effort, and that's the thing about it, where he just completely falls asleep. I guess he's just dribbling in his mind and thinking about the next move he's going to put on offense, because Jesus Christ, this guy is a machine. He's going to come in the league and average about 16 points per game off the bench for someone. He's going to be a really good player. I really want the Celtics to take this guy. For one reason is that he's a scorer, he's a playmaker. We need more playmakers off the bench. We need more scoring off the bench, if anything. And that's one of the main reasons that I would say we didn't really go far. Well, we did go far in the playoff, but we didn't go as far as we thought we could have. I didn't think we maxed our team out as much as we could, because our bench was exposed due to the Gordon Hayward injury. And it was going to come up eventually. Our bench had to play. Those players were going to have to play minutes that I knew they weren't capable of. But, you know, we have an off season. We're here. We're going to upgrade these players. And this is a Brad Wanamaker upgrade. This is a player that's going to take Brad Wanamaker minutes. He's going to take Brad Wanamaker shots. And I'm liking it. I'm liking what Grant Riller showed me. The Celtics have already met with Grant Riller. And this is a player I think they should go ahead and look at. You know, as far as what I see from him, damn, he shows me a lot of shades of Kyrie Irving, man. He really does. This guy's handle is insane. His handle is really, really good. And his crossover, that snatchback that he does, is absolutely crazy. This guy knows what he does best, and that's attacking the rim. He's not forcing anything. You always see Grant Riller in a rhythm, coming up court, coming back up court. He knows who he is, and that's what I like about this player. He's honestly become one of my favorite guards on this draft. After I watched his film, He's becoming one of my favorite guards in this draft. We got a little bit under a week to go. I'm not really hearing a lot about Grant Riller. People are telling me that he's a second-round player. He doesn't look like a second-round player. I don't think this is second round. It's a bottom of the first-round player, and that's where he should be because he's an older guy. And the older players tend to go in the back end of the first round, unless you're kind of like have this insane athletic ability like Obi Toppin. But you know, for our 23-year-olds and our 24-year-olds, they're going in the back of the first round because those guys are pretty much established. They're grown men. This is what they do. They already know what their game is. There's not much else to grow from there. And that's fine because I'm not going to ask Grant Riller to be my cornerstone player. I want him to be my cornerstone bench player. That's it. I want him to come off the bench and give me points, give me buckets. That's all. And Grant Riller is a certified bucket getter. A certified bucket getter. This man gets buckets. He averaged 21 points back-to-back season at Charleston. Nobody knows where Charleston is. I do because I grew up in North Carolina, but nobody else knows where the hell Charleston is at. And this man was getting buckets. We need a player like this on the Celtics. Grant Riller is a great player. I would love to see him, man. I would love to see him in green. As always, I have nothing left in the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.